everybody. Welcome to the Carbine WildStar live stream. This is Stefan Frost here. I'm the design producer at Carbine Studios. I'm here with Louis Claveau. You are the global community manager. That is correct. We're going to run you guys through some awesome stuff today. We have the Esper that we are focusing on. So get prepared because it's going to be awesome. But before we get into that, Louis, let's run through some interesting stuff.
Yeah, so we're going to talk to you about beta, pretty much, because, you know, we've heard a lot of people had concern and they wanted to know a bit more about the beta. So we're going to run through a few items on there.
Sure.
We got first the post on Reddit that our live producer, Cog, has been doing. And if we can switch very fast to the website, so you can see, yeah. So basically, you see here, it's been giving a lot of answers on what to expect.
If you haven't gone to the WildStar Reddit, by the way, it's awesome. Love hanging out there and checking out what people are saying. And you'll see posts from the devs here from time to time. And this one specifically is from Craig, who is our live producer, dropping a lot of information on people on what the deal is. So go to the WildStar Reddit and check it out. The only thing I don't like about them, they're Pappy supporters. They're Team Pappy, not Team Frost.
And maybe you noticed on the post right there, on the side, you had this poster that one Redditor come up with, which is the Frost versus Pappy.
Yeah.
So basically, I have a question for you, actually.
Yeah, sure.
Frost or Daddy?
Here's the thing. Depends on the mood. Like if I'm gonna go PvP, I'm gonna go Daddy, because when I own Chad, I'm gonna make sure that he knows that I'm Daddy, right? But otherwise, usually it's Frost. You know, just straight up Frost. I don't go to the bank and be like, "Hey, Daddy's here to cash a check." I just say Frost is here because I talk in the third person. It's weird sometimes. So
okay,
yeah, Frost is usually better, probably.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. So we wanted just to talk about, because you could probably not read what was on the screen.
There's a lot of stuff.
Yeah. So there's few questions that we want to give you answers. So first, if you were a CBT player, then you're in. If you're not in, you're about to get in into this winter beta.
Yeah.
Now, if you were a stress tester, Cook wanted to make sure that you understand that he got your back. So that means that you'll get in at some point, not all at once, but you will get in December, starting to get in December. And the other items that we wanted to cover was the hoverboard.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of excitement about it, right?
Definitely.
And so people were like worried, what will happen if I don't get it into the beta? And we wanted to make sure that you understand that it's not exclusive to the beta tester, in the sense that you will, even if you're not making at all into the beta, at some point you will still be able to get it into the game.
Yeah.
So don't worry about that.
Definitely get a hoverboard when day one when we release. You can earn a hoverboard when you make it to a specific level in the game and talk to a mount vendor. So
yes. And the last item that our own Scooter wanted me to make sure that you guys know about is the beta survey. So the beta survey that we have, we'll give the link in the. You'll have the link in the notes, in the show notes. Make sure to take it, because we will select the right amount of the right profile, basically, for these people, and we are looking for a specific profile at the beginning, and make sure that you take the profile, because
basically it'll help your chances if you fill out that survey. If you're like, I'm hungry for the beta, I need it. Here's the thing, just fill that out. Your chances improve if you want to get in. Fill out that survey. It'll help us out, and it'll help you out getting the beta.
Yeah. So now I think we're gonna go and dive right in the Esper. So yeah. So that's gonna be my cue. But first, we wanted to show you the Ultra Drop, which is the teaser that the cinematic team did. So.
Oh, dude, we're gonna drop it like it's hot. Check it out right now.
Yep.
Ultra Drop. Hey everybody, that was our nice little teaser here. I'm now here with Hugh Shelton.
You are. I'm not Luik.
He's not. He's not Luik, believe it or not. And we're here with Jade Martin also.
Hey,
this is the class design lead, and then we have the Esper designer for the class as well.
The principal Esper designer. Right
That's your title, right?
Sounds nice.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
You know what? He's actually the principal designer on the Stalker too.
Oh.
But we're not talking about that.
We're not talking about that today. We're going to talk about that later. Let's talk about the Esper. So, for anybody that has not seen WildStar and is like, what is this Esper I hear of? What's the deal on the Esper, dude?
You know, the Esper, I mean, he's a ranged caster, pretty familiar to MMOs if you've played a traditional caster, but instead of, slinging fireballs, you're slinging mind blades, right, illusions. You're summoning phantoms, spectral phantoms and things like that to tank for you or deal damage, even heal you back up. So
sure.
A lot
Now,
of things you're doing.
what's the role of the Esper? Are they like a tank? Are they a healer? Are they DPS? What's the deal?
So they are a healer and they are also DPS.
Okay. Cool. So today, let's run through a few things. One of the things I'm really excited about today, actually, that we're going to do is we're going to show off some solo play like we normally do. We're going to show off a little bit of PvP maybe.
Yeah.
And maybe we're going to even show off a little bit of dungeon action so you can see what's going on with the different kind of roles and what you can do with our limited action set. So, let's get started here. So we're in Aurora with a Chua Esper.
Yes.
So you can see Jade's got his stuff going on. Let's talk a little bit about your action set and the attacks that you have. What do you got going on here on the bar?
Yeah, so this is a primary rollout. This is what I'd call the nuker Esper, if you will. So we got Telekinetic Strike is a long-range attack. This is going to be your builder. This is going to build your psi points, which you use for your finishers, which are your big attacks. These are like the bread and butter for the Esper. This is what makes them the Esper.
Sure.
And that's so the first one we have on the bar right now is actually Mind Burst. It summons or as Chris Lynch likes to call it, Bird Strike.
Right.
So this is summons a huge illusionary bird that deals.
You know
massive
what?
damage.
Instead of just talking about what they do, why don't you jump into combat and I'll
do
cover
that.
what they do?
There you
That's
go.
what people want to see. They want to see gameplay. They don't want to
Let's
just.
go.
They don't want to hear us talking about what things are. They want to see it in action.
So yeah, that you just did right there was a knockback.
Yep. So he's building up focus points, or psi points is what we currently call them,
Right.
with his #1 ability, which is Telekinetic Strike. And then he's using up those psi points to use his #2 ability, which is Mind Burst, or as Chris Lynch likes to call it, Bird Strike. Bird
Right.
Strike, yeah. Bird Strike.
So we got this guy. He's got some serious ads with him. Let's talk about this. So this first starter, what is that?
So what he just started off with was Concentrated Blade. It's actually an ability that has 2 charges, so he's able to cast it back to back, and then each charge regenerates on its own over time. So you'll see the #3 ability, it has 1 charge back, a recharge timer's coming up. That means he'll have another charge in a moment. But what's nice about Concentrated Blade is it's an ability that he can cast off at the start of a fight. It has a little bit of a delay to it, so it's not going to aggro the mobs instantly. Instead, he can wait for those blades to hit, and at the same time, he's able to use his other abilities to kind of like do a huge spike. And that's pretty much what the Esper is all about, both on the DPS side and the heal side.
Okay.
Because they're able to build up psi points, and their finisher abilities at #2 is more powerful based on the number of psi points that he has. So he just used a 2-point psi point, and he's also using Blade Dance there, which is building more psi points.
Gotcha. So also I wanted to point out we are in Aurora. Aurora is a Dominion-held zone. And what we're seeing is we're in a Skeech encampment, and occasionally you'll see mortar strikes just kind of coming in randomly. Those are environmental hazards. So if you're like, what are those giant missiles coming in out of nowhere? It's the Dominion lobbing them into these camps because the Skeech are attacking them.
Yeah, and Jade's probably not going to get hit by any of those because he's kind of hardcore.
Dude, super hardcore.
He's pretty good at the game, and I don't want people to be fooled by how he's handling this content to make it think that it's too easy. It's just Jade pretty much plays games all the time.
Right.
When he's not playing games, he's lifting.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, is
Yeah.
Look, here's the thing. My back has to be strong to carry these guys in PvP.
wow. See what he did? That was a
We'll
little
see about
trash
that. We
talk.
might see about that.
Yeah, we'll see about that later,
Later.
dude. We'll see what happens. So we're going into this micro here, this cave entrance. We're going to check out some stuff. There's lots of content in here, and we're trying to stick more towards the classes, so we're going to stick that way. But you'll notice that he's trying to keep these guys away from him. what's kind of like the core strategy for this guy?
So as an Esper, you have light armor, which means you're going to be taking a ton of damage if people are up close or if people are actually hitting you. So you're definitely trying to lead off with that big burst at the beginning by using concentrated blades and then following it up with the long cast time on telekinetic strike. Because actually telekinetic strike, you can't move around when you're casting it, unlike a lot of the other classes' basic attacks.
Sure.
This means the Esper is a little bit more stationary. But we're going to counter that a bit by giving it so that they have higher damage on those stationary attacks so that they... it's just a different playstyle, really.
Right.
And besides being able to cast, he's able to dodge. So he's able to get out of this telegraph, and then he's able to start casting again pretty easily. So it doesn't break up gameplay too bad.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, he's dodging out of telegraphs. He's staying back pretty well, so he's not taking a lot of damage. They're not even getting through his shields, really.
Sure. So, Jade, why don't you impress some of the folks? Why don't you take some more mobs? Because
I can do that.
You've obviously proven you're pretty decent.
He's shown...
Got some breakout gameplay right there, by the way.
Oh,
I don't know if you guys caught that. Yeah, so the next
start
time...
talking to me and I start missing things.
Start bringing up the friend UI.
I know, right? So here, in fact, if you can get attacked by that next time, we can show more of that breakout gameplay.
Sure.
So...
He actually has a couple CCs on his bar that cause breakout gameplay for other players.
Yes,
that was a
PvP.
stun that he was hit by.
Correct. So what's interesting about our stuns is you're not just kind of locked into place and waiting for 4 seconds while somebody just beats on you. You can actually hit F quickly and get out of that. Or if you are that type of person who are like, I'm not going to hit F 18 times, you can just take the hits.
And that's one of the most tame versions of breakout gameplay that we
Oh,
have.
bro. Dude.
He took on a big group.
Oh,
Jade. I hope that's not a first.
That is the first.
Baby Jade. Baby
First
Jade.
end on there. Why don't we get out of this cave? Why don't we move?
let's-
I don't think you can handle it. So, you rezzed here. Why you woke here?
I mean, hey,
Dude, it's
like,
okay. You know,
I had a little
remember...
bit of cash to spend, so I thought I'd wait here.
Sure.
Nice little
I remember
feature.
the first time I played this game. You know?
Oh yeah.
It was hard.
Oh man.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna head outside here.
If anybody's concerned about that wake here, he's only able to do that once in a while, just so you know. It's not something that you're able to do very often, and he did have to pay a fee for it.
Yeah. So let's talk about that for a second while Jade makes his way up here and starts fighting.
Why don't you get up someplace higher?
So we have the wake here option, and there's I was reading some stuff on Reddit or watching some videos or something, and people were saying, well, if you can just wake here all the time, if you're doing PvP, that kind of sucks. But you can only do it once, pretty much every half an hour, I believe. And there's a monetary cost as well, so you have to pay money to do that.
An in-game currency cost.
It's
not anything like
it's not like pay us $14 and you can wait here. No, we're not saying that.
And it's also not an option that you have in our organized PvP areas. So you can't wake here in our battlegrounds, our arenas, or our war plots.
Yeah, indeed. So we'll make our way up here. Aurora is kind of a farming community. It's like a weird mix of military and farming stuff because the military are protecting them from like the Skeech and other various people that are kind of running through the area.
It seems like Jade's afraid to take on more than a few guys at a time.
You
now.
know, it's like
after he wiped on that last.
I know. I
one.
can't die twice in one
Why don't you
stream.
use your innate maybe next time you get in trouble?
Well, you know.
That's true. We could do that. So I want to point out something. You said innate. Every class has an innate ability. What is the Esper's innate ability?
You could almost. It's not only innate. You could almost think of it somewhat as an ultimate ability.
Sure.
Because it's really powerful. And for the Esper, their ability kind of phases them out.
Sorry about that. Anyway, so we are building a new limited action set. And so, Jade, walk us through what the new build's going to be.
Yeah, so the last, like I was saying earlier, the last build was more of a nuker, stand back, front load all of your damage. This one's going to be more overtime, control the battlefield, AoEs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to a more close range builder with Spectral Frenzy instead of Telekinetic Strike. We're going to use Telekinetic Storm instead of Mind Burst. And then we're going to go ahead and throw up Restraint, which is a great CC ability.
By the way, Hugh has a lot of throw-up restraint. Just want to point that out.
Sure, I haven't done that in a while.
Yeah.
We're gonna go ahead and keep Crush and Blade Dance because those work really well with this.
Why don't you put a pet on your
And actually, thanks to you, I was actually gonna do that.
Oh, good. We didn't plan this before.
No,
not at all.
Not planned.
Why would we do that?
In any way.
This is wild.
So we're gonna go
tear
ahead
that up.
We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and tear that up.
So just as a reminder, tiers, by the way, what are they?
Oh, you know what? Before we even talk about tiers, why don't we talk about the action set? Because people that are watching this might have no idea what an action set is.
Sure.
Because you play MMOs, you get 100 abilities on your bar, and you use them all over the time.
Not in WildStar.
We're not doing that in WildStar. Instead, we're focusing on having you be able to customize your loadout to enter into combat, and it's not something that you can change in combat. It's only something you can change outside of combat. We, instead of having a lot of long cooldown abilities or things that are just buffs only, we focus all of our abilities on things that are more action-based, and then we associate buffs and debuffs with those action type of abilities. And so Jade, right now at this level, he's able to put 7 class abilities on his bar, which he's loaded up, and he just switched what he was using from what he was using before.
Okay.
And so, like he was saying, now he's in a bit of a closer range loadout.
Right. So we've got the new telegraphs as well. We were talking about this last stream, but you can kind of see the cast time in the telegraph itself. So that's definitely helpful in kind of seeing what those enemies are going to do. But yeah, you kind of have to play this a little bit differently because, as we were saying before, you do have light armor. So when you have an ability that's so close to you, I mean, how does that alter your gameplay?
Yeah, so, I mean... I'm
gonna go right ahead.
Yeah, so there are definitely... You'll see I actually took a support ability to help that out a little bit. Phantasmal Armor, you might have seen me use it at the beginning of the fight.
It's quite the cooldown.
Yeah, it does have a little bit of a cooldown, so I'll make sure to use it again. I'm going to use abilities that kind of give me a way to keep people within my range. So Restraint, again, I used that at the beginning of the last fight, and I'll show that again when we get a couple more mobs here.
He should be getting out of telegraphs a little bit more often because he's kind of standing in there taking damage. And if you're going to be going melee as an Esper, it's kind of on you to get out of the way of the damage because you do have light armor. You can't soak it up like a warrior can that we showed last time.
Sure.
We also have an amp system, which is our an upgrade system that you can use. And for Espers that are planning to go short range, it would probably behoove you to... I know, that was nice.
That's a fancy word.
Nice. It would behoove you to go in there with some amps that are increasing your health, increasing your resistances, that sort of a thing.
Right. You'd have to spec them out to kind of play towards your play style.
Yes.
So let's take some community questions. As we build that up, we'll start making progress towards some other areas in Aurora here. So the first question from Toneth. Bro, I'm sorry if I'm messing up your name, but Toneth. Will the Esper be able to be played as a kiting mage altogether, or will it be similar to the traditional static nuke mage?
I would say that an Esper leans more towards a static nuke mage necessarily than a like a kiter.
Okay.
But that really actually depends on your action set because you have your 2 basic abilities, Telekinetic Strike versus Spectral Frenzy. Telekinetic Strike is that long line that has you have to stand in place for a second, for 1.25 seconds to cast it. And then you have Spectral Frenzy, which is a fairly close range basic attack, which he's using now. It's that 3-blade swipe.
Sure.
So neither one of those are really that awesome for kiting. They're more for specific cases, like if you're really going up there or if you're staying back. The Spell Slinger is actually the class that we have that is built a little bit more for kiting.
Sure.
But it really depends on your action set.
So you'll notice, too, if Jade has a CC available and he fights one of these guys, while they're telegraphing, if he CCs them, they'll go vulnerable. And so if you can time that up and line it up here. Oh, dude.
I might
hectic.
have no dash charges. I'm kind of...
It's getting hectic.
I'm getting a little frantic.
While Jade dies, let's take the next question. CRB_skip dip trip. Jade, do you even lift, bro?
Oh, man.
It doesn't look like it.
It's not looking like it right now.
I'm gonna... Dude, if it's in-game, you don't lift, because your tote's dying, bro. Oh, man.
Why don't you dodge those?
Dude, it's getting close.
I got this, guys.
Side point.
I just need a little faith.
Oh,
a little
right.
faith. That's all I needed. A little faith, all right?
I'm glad that he was able to pull through this. I need to point out something right now.
Sure.
So...
Watch that guy. He's a boss, by the way. You don't want to... He's got like 4 bros guarding him.
Yeah, we saw how bad I was.
When I first joined this company,
it
was a while ago.
I can't wait to hear this.
Oh, man.
I actually took over for the Esper, and at the time, the Esper was kind of in a place where it was it was okay, but it was moving towards. And I really gave the Esper its groove back, I feel like. And now...
It's like Stella.
Jade's taken over. He's taken over the reins. He's handling it for me now that I'm lead, and... he's making me sad with his what he's doing out here. Yeah,
so you're disappointed.
Yeah, I'm a little
Son,
disappointed.
I am disappointed, is what he's saying to you.
It's like disappointing my father right now.
That's brutal,
you have no
dude.
idea. This is hurtful.
You're disappointing Daddy. I just want to point that out. So let's take another question here. This is from Twitter @InHideEU. Will there be a way to make our gear match, like making it all the same color? And the answer to that is we have item dyeing in our game. So you might have an armor that looks one way or whatever. And you can either match it to where all your homies are wearing the same thing and you can dye it all and you can all have a matching color, or if you want to completely look different, you can do it that way. And dyes are available on vendors, from drops in specific areas, through trade skills. They're everywhere. And so you can totally look different and have stuff kind of either make yourself look similar, like the gentleman just asked, or differentiate yourself. And lots of it's different, too. It's like boots, gauntlets, chest, helmet. It's pretty awesome.
That's pretty cool.
So we're making our way, by the way. We're fighting the Darkspur cartel. And we're going to take a couple more questions, and then after that, we're going to get into some group gameplay into a dungeon.
And we might show off the healer roll.
Yeah, we can show some heals.
Well, aren't we actually doing something before the group dungeon gameplay?
Yeah, I think we're doing dungeon first.
Oh man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, get excited. I mean, maybe we'll do. Who knows? Who knows, Bo?
Oh, I guess who knows.
Did I say Bo? I meant bro.
Bo would
Anyway,
know.
so let's take another question. So timeout ban side docs. Will Espers as mind masters have more resistance to confusion, where your movement keys are altered?
Uh oh. There we go.
Oh, here's how Jade's movement keys were altered. He's dead.
Oh, man.
At this,
So-
as for
Here
the
we go.
question, at this time, no, the Espers don't have any specifically that will make them be able to get out of confusions easier. There might be something that you could find in the amp tree, though, that will reduce the duration of CC-type effects, so you could make yourself a little bit stronger, and that's something that the
Sure.
Esper has access
But
to.
they do have abilities that do confuse people.
They have a subdue.
Yeah, that's true.
They knock your weapon free, and then you're not able to cast any spells or use any of your abilities that require that weapon.
So, okay. We're going to take one more question, and then we are going to go to some group gameplay. It's going to be awesome. Foofy Moonkin. I love these names, by the way. How strong will Esper's healing be if they are focused on DPS? Will there be dual specking available for raiders between battles? Wow.
I will say that I just got lost for a second. I'm not gonna lie about
Yeah, you
that.
did.
I did not. But how strong will Esper's healing be if they're focused on DPS? Will there be dual specking available for raiders between battles? Yeah, I mean, if you're focused on a DPS as an Esper, you're able to do a ton of damage. And that's all based off your assault power. But if you're a healer Esper, you're able to heal a lot, and that's based off your support power. It's going to be based off your gear and your weapon, everything like that, and your attributes. You're able to switch between those roles outside of combat, as we showed off before. But we also have another system that we call action sets, where you are able to basically switch everything out at once, so you don't have to micromanage every little bit at a time.
Okay. So, Jade, you survived that, and I'm proud of you.
Yeah, man.
Daddy's proud.
This area is tough.
You did good.
I think you guys buffed it.
Hey,
Just to
you
make
know
it
what?
Look bad. Oh,
You
my.
did good.
Oh, thanks.
That was awkward for me.
Yeah.
All right, so what we're going to do, actually, is we're going to get set up to go into some group gameplay. We're going to run a dungeon. For those of you that have been paying attention to WildStar and been watching videos and checking us out at conventions and stuff like that, we've talked about Storm Talon before. We're going to show you some more stuff with Storm Talon. So Storm Talon is basically in Galler's Track 3, and it's about the Pell. The Pell are this...
Oh, got a.
Oh, wait, what's this?
Look at this. I got a bro
What's
here.
this?
Oh,
If
what?
somebody's sending you a group invite, you should group up with
dude.
him.
Yeah, sure.
Is that
why
a
not?
warrior? Is that Merkel?
Oh, dude, that's Merkel.
What's he doing here?
I think he
Oh,
was here
man.
last. If you didn't see last week, Merkel was here. I didn't expect him to show up in the middle of this stream, though.
Oh, man. Didn't you, Hugh? Didn't you?
No, not at all. Why
I mean,
would I ever think
he's
that?
flexing on me, bro.
Look at him.
I mean, I don't know about this.
I think he wants a piece of you.
Oh, wait. So let's go back
Hold on,
in game here, because apparently we were going to go to group stuff. Then Merkel showed up. That's Mark Matzenbacher. He was
This
he
is
was here last time.
impromptu.
We're going to duel right now. This is going to be a warrior versus an Esper.
Oh wow.
Alrighty then.
And
Well,
his-
I don't have my innate
Are
up,
you-
so
are
I'll
you-
give him a little handicap, I guess.
Oh,
I think
man.
if-
Are you
All
going
right.
to challenge him?
I think this is
let's do
going to
it.
be real.
Are you sure this is the build you want?
I think I can make it work.
Dude, don't
alright.
die in front of
All right,
the
hold
internet.
on.
This
I
is the
can't. You're right. I can't die in front of the internet.
Okay,
This
so
let me
is
let me
the
let me
first
switch
broadcast
this up. Let
duel
me switch this up a
of
little bit.
WildStar.
I can't look bad in front of all these people.
Yeah, so this again, we're going to show off why the limited action set I think is really cool, because you need to explain that you have all these different things, and per build and per game type,
Actually,
it changes.
Let's go ahead and actually throw fixation on there. Let's really
Yeah, you might not want the same thing every time you go into to every situation.
And yeah, like, right, if I'm fighting an Esper or a warrior or a stalker, it's going to change, probably in your tactics on what you're going to fight with.
Let's see how this goes. I'm a little nervous.
You mad, bro? Oh, man.
I believe you said you ready, bro. And
it's
we're
begun.
about to find out.
So Jade
dude.
whiffed
Okay.
an attack. He's hitting him. He's going into melee range with a warrior, which I wouldn't say is the best idea.
Yeah.
But he's blade dancing around. He's dishing out a decent amount. Is he? Are you even hurting him?
Man.
Dude, his shields right now
I'm
looking
thinking
real
he's
good.
deflecting.
Yeah, his amps might be kind of tuned up a
touching
bit.
him barely.
Oh,
dude,
did you see that
closing the
dodge
gap.
though? Did you see that dodge?
That was pretty
It
good.
was okay. You
So
better
I'd
throw it.
also like to point out, as Jade is fighting here, Jade likes to talk a lot of trash in the PvP.
Oh, he got a knockdown.
Just a
He just
little
hit a
bit.
concentrated blade. He's doing some more blade dance. He's getting his focus points up. He's up 2 focus points.
Oh.
Don't forget your phantasmal armor.
Oh,
Jade,
I
that is
just threw it
so
up.
weak.
Do
That
you
is so
even
weak right
PvP,
now.
Jade?
Well, you know when you're DPS.
Is
Do
it
I
time?
PvP?
Hard
Is
for
it
me
time
to
to
tell.
bust your innate?
Not yet. Not yet. We don't.
It's there. It's ready
I
for
know.
you.
I gotta.
You're
save
gonna
it.
bait him out.
Yeah, a little bit of bait.
Well,
Baiting.
well, bait
You're,
and
you're
switch.
jumping all over the place.
Oh, man.
This isn't.
I hope, dude, I hope
Oh,
Mark...
there it is. Hit him again.
Oh,
You're
man.
both into the yellow.
It is now.
No,
I'm a
he
little
just busted
scared.
his
Now I'm a
innate.
little
You better
scared.
go. You
Yeah,
better
it's there. I
All
put
right,
it-
so Jay just used his innate ability, which I think we didn't get that across earlier.
Oh, and
that
I
actually
whiffed.
makes it so that he immunes off. He's immune. He
Gorgeous.
whiffed. He whiffed.
He whipped
big.
it so hard.
He was
It's
immune to
all
all
right, it's
damage
all
that
right,
whole
it's all
time.
right.
Oh, it's looking good now,
It's
though.
getting close. It looks like he's about to.
Did I take it?
No,
Oh,
keep
he's
it
9
going.
hit points. He deflected.
Oh, dude.
What's going on?
Oh,
Oh, this
dude.
He's
is not
so
happening.
close.
This is not happening.
Dude,
You got to
do
finish him
not-
off.
What
Don't-
is this?
He deflected again. His shields are coming back because you
Oh,
haven't hit him.
shields
in
are
the-
Oh,
coming
I
back.
haven't hit him.
This is
Come
amazing.
on, Jade.
So
Come on.
again, to point out, our shields do regenerate after a certain
Oh,
time.
you
got
got
it.
it. You
Okay.
got it.
We did.
Okay.
We
You
did
got
get him though. We
Okay.
did get him though, right?
Woo!
All right, that was
You
beautiful.
can- you can breathe.
That's the duel over.
All right.
I
So
wish Mark was here to see how.
That was.
I want to see his face.
That's pretty good.
Look at him.
I'm proud of you,
Look
Jade.
at him. He's so.
You've
He's so disappointed.
taken over
poor guy.
from the Esper, and
You know.
you've
Dude,
you've
you
done
give him
me
a cheer,
proud.
dude.
I mean, here's the thing. I may not be good in PvE, but PvP, I've got it.
What was that?
Dude,
Did
that
you
was
just
a
try to
stoic-
cheat cheering?
I
You
tried
gotta
to cheer. I did cheer.
Oh, his animation probably was
Animation
in
isn't
there.
it.
Oh
for-
well.
for-
We're in
for-
beta. We
Yeah.
are in beta.
We are in beta.
I
Reminder
tried.
for
That's why I
everybody.
didn't do it, but you know.
Hey, but that was a great example of kind of different gameplay styles, PvP, and a ranged
Oh,
one.
man,
It's
talk
totally
about
different. So hey, what we're gonna do right now is get some stuff set up, and in between that, we're gonna show you guys the dev speak for the Esper. So if you have not seen that yet, awesome, and if you have, you get to watch it again right now. I hope you're excited. Let's check it out right now. Dev speak, Esper, go. No, we're not.
Hey,
We're
wait,
not.
wait, you're still here.
We're not actually going
JK,
anywhere. So
It
we're
just-
just gonna
I
stick
was setting up that
around.
transition
That was pretty smooth.
like a
It
pro,
looks-
and
I'm-
we've.
I'm not
fumbled.
going to be here when we come back.
Oh.
I'm going to be playing in the group.
Oh,
And
yeah. Okay.
okay.
So
No, but you'll be here on screen. Are we ready now? Can we're gonna toss it now. I'm gonna try this transition again. I hope you're ready for this dev speak. Magic, go. Welcome to WildStar. This is DevSpeak. Stop. Disclaimer time. Let's get into another one of our delicious WildStar classes. This one's called the Esper. Our goal with the Esper was to make a flashy, telekinetic illusionist that uses his mind to heal and do damage from varying distances. Basically combining Professor X with the Green Lantern. Thanks to limited action set, the Esper can be played a number of ways. But me, I like to pick a spot, aim, and unleash. Then, displace. Now Espers come packing with a telekinetic Psyblade, powerful illusions, light armor, and a migraine. The Psyblade is a bladed weapon that Espers control with their minds. They're also able to manifest multiple copies of the Psyblade when needed. Jealous? Now illusions are the Esper's specialty. Attacking their enemies' minds, Espers unleash powerful nightmare visions on their foes, or beneficial dreams on their allies. Ooh! The Esper can also conjure all sorts of bizarre creatures to harass you with. Want some crazy CC abilities? Esper's got 'em. Snares, roots, knockbacks, knockdowns, subdue, monitor turnoffs. Just kidding. Remember, you've got light armor, so keep your distance and stay on your toes. Or spin on your toes. Or turn into a unicorn. That wraps it up for the Esper. Hit up our site for more info. Don't forget social media. Remember, the devs are listening. All right, we're back. So what we're going to do is show off the Esper in group combat here. We're waiting for some other people to join up with us.
Yeah.
In the meantime, we're joined here by Christopher Lynch.
Hi, I'm the lead combat designer.
You are. Thank you for joining us today.
No problem.
So let's talk about a few things. We talked about the roles. We have the healing and we have the DPS. Let's talk a bit about healing. What type of healer is the Esper compared to other ones?
I'd say the Esper, if you've been playing MMOs before, it's probably going to be the most familiar healing class to you.
Okay.
They do have a lot of group heals and a lot of single target heals.
Okay.
So MMO players who are used to single target games will find the Esper a little bit more friendly.
Sure.
But we did toss in some freeform targeting in here, and as Jade loads out here, we'll start showing you some of the heal spells.
Yeah, we're gonna load in here soon, and I'll be sure.
So
I'm loading in right now.
Yeah, we're gonna go into the game here. Our loading screens are entertaining, by the way. We even have we're putting in some pro tips. I call them bro tips. Just want to point that out.
All right, we're loading in.
So here's here we are in Stormtown Lair. If we can switch off to the game here. So Stormtown, as I was saying earlier, the Pell are here. The Pell are this kind of weird elemental group that were left behind by the Elden, and they're using their spare parts sort of to kind of concoct this half-rigged technology. And what they're trying to do is activate this demigod, Storm Talon. And so they're using this archaic technology mixed with Elden stuff. And we're going through here, but enough about the lore.
Yeah.
We're here to heal.
We're
Boring.
Combat and Esper.
Let's talk about what's happening here. So your loadout, you're going to be healing. So what do you need to do for that?
Yeah, so I mean, obviously, I'm a better PvPer, as you just saw. But I am a great healer. I am a great healer, though. I am a good healer too, though.
Right.
So I'm gonna take my builder. So just like the DPS Esper has his builder, which was Spectral Frenzy and Telekinetic Strike, you also have builder heals as well. So we're gonna take Mind Over Body, which is a single target heal. Heals one target, and he also has a builder that's AoE if you prefer to line freeform targets. I'll throw that on later as well. We're going to do a HOT as well, a single target HOT. And go ahead and cheer that up a little bit.
It's a heal over time for you kids that don't know the
heal over time.
the lingo.
And then we're going to go ahead with his first healing finisher, which is Collective Will. Nice in order right there. So this is a nice AoE group heal. And then his Phantasmal Armor, which is great. It adds a absorption shield to the target and then also gives them an interrupt armor. For those of you who don't know, interrupt armor is what allows you to mitigate a CC. So it's really nice to have. You can throw that on your tank so they can stand and eat a telegraph, perhaps. So we're going to go ahead and throw that one on. And then let's go over to utility.
Okay, let's get
yeah, I'll go a little bit faster. You guys have seen Crush, so we're going to go ahead and do that one. And
it's a nice CC.
It is a great CC to have, and as a healer, you're going to want that.
Nice and getting cinematic here. One of the cool things about our cinematics is that they're actually all taking place in game. Anytime Jake could hit escape here,
yeah,
I'll do that for you.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Thanks for doing that for me, bro. Well, my team.
Good luck.
Well.
Good luck.
All right, I'm gonna stay out of comment. Let's see how fast I can do this.
Come on.
Oh man, no pressure, dude.
Okay.
Come on, you got it. You got it. Collective Will.
Yeah, that's.
There we go.
That's my bread and butter.
So he's selected a couple of these abilities. He's also leveled them up, and no worries. The first pull is actually pretty easy, so we're okay. But go ahead and use that build, and we'll get started. There we go. So we got our first pull here, and this is a pretty easy pull puzzle. I mean, we've got one guy who's a healer and one guy that's sort of the tank. So
tank and spank.
Which I actually don't even know who's tanking.
Right. They're trying to tank and spank the players, but.
So we're gonna go over to the warrior over there who's pulling all that threat. And we're gonna want to make sure we keep him alive. It's kind of the holy trinity rules, right? Is we have the tank whose job it is to distract the enemies, the DPS whose job it is to weaken those enemies, to damage them.
And you got the healer here, Jade,
right?
Whose job is to keep all these people alive and hopefully
throw out some CCs every once in a while.
Yeah, trying to help out.
One of the things you're going to see here is we have a system called interrupt armor.
Oh, bad place to put that.
That healer, you can barely see him back behind there. But the healing pillar right there, every once in a while he's going to try to heal his tank. Like a good healer, Jade hopefully does that.
Right.
And he has interrupt armor.
I don't know if you guys saw that. I actually threw out a Mirage there for Mercal, and he went and dashed back and picked it up since I wasn't healing him too well there.
So the cool thing about this is that the healer's trying to heal, and he has interrupt armor. And what interrupt armor is, it prevents your stuns from getting through. And what happens is if Jade uses Crush, it's actually going to decrement his interrupt armor by 1 unit. That healer, I think, has 1 unit of interrupt armor.
Yep.
So if he casts Crush, it's going to absorb that, decrement it down to nothing, and the next player who uses a stun or a CC is actually going to interrupt that healer. So their group is actually going to have to work and use teamwork here to actually interrupt that healer.
Sure. Or if you're really good, you can have 2 CCs and group interrupt armor yourself.
Or if you get higher level, you can start tearing up your abilities so they decrement more interrupt armor.
Yeah, so you can become more badass as you do this stuff. So we've got another mob here that we're going through.
Ooh, taking some damage.
So you can do that charge heal here.
Yeah.
We also...
So this one's this soothe right here is actually a charge release. It has 3 different charges, and I can use it at the highest charge and it'll heal the most, or a lower charge if I need to get out a quick heal. And Mind over Body was a single target heal. This one's nice because I'm going to be healing all my party members.
Right.
Another nice thing about this is that players actually have the option, like you see that green right there, that little green flash, the players have the option to turn on friendly telegraphs, which allows them to see when Jade is actually trying to heal in the area he's trying to heal in.
Right. So that's another question that a lot of people have. You know, can you see all the telegraphs that are going on at once? And you'll notice that we only really saw our own for the most part, and the enemies, obviously.
Yep.
But when Jade casts heals, other people can see those.
Yep. And it's all client-side options, so you can choose to turn on whatever type of telegraphs you want to see. It can be a friendly enemy or friendly NPCs, friendly players, group mates only, enemy NPCs, enemy players, etc., etc. You have all these options to toggle on whatever you want to see or don't want to see.
Sure. So while we're doing this, I also wanted to throw a shout-out, a happy birthday to Diggin' for Nads from Reddit.
Nades. It's digging for nades.
Is it Nades?
No.
Because it says
you're right,
NADS.
you're right. We were trying to go for safe there.
Little
You
PC,
know what? We
but
keep it
you know what?
real professional here at Carbine Studios. Digging for Nads. Happy birthday, bro. Onesie. Can the Esper cast elemental spells, or is it or is it going to be mostly ethereal blades?
I would, yeah, you want to take that one, Chris?
Sure. I'll focus. Don't let anybody die. The Esper is mostly focused on phantasmal or illusionary spells like that. There's nothing really elemental about him. We try to say the elemental stuff for the Spellslinger. So everything you're going to see about the Esper is about illusions, about mind control, about basically forming projections with their mind and sending it out and making the other players or enemies think they're seeing or feeling these objects. Why did you let your tank die?
Well, they seem to like to pull a lot of mobs. It's pretty awesome, actually.
So something I want to point out too that's kind of interesting about healers.
And I just took a little spill myself.
I was going to say you should show it, but you just died. So it's probably not looking pretty for the rest of this fight if the healer's dead and the tank's dead too.
I would just like to point out that they did pull about 4 groups there.
Yeah,
so,
no, it's cool, dude. Excuses.
Yeah,
I like them.
Yeah. I have plenty of them, so
no,
we can
hand them out, dude. Make them rain excuses, dude.
While you get your group back together, let's take some more questions.
Yeah, so we've got Wildstorm. Are there abilities or other buff that increase the speed of rate you get focus back?
Currently, not yet. We're actually implementing those as we speak. One of the big things we just added in last milestone was the technology we needed to do that stuff. And so for the amps and abilities, we're going to make some updates to them to increase your rate of focus. I think you can get that through the amp system right now.
Okay.
Not currently in beta, but as soon as we roll out the next patch.
Sure.
And the ability to, what was the other part? Oh, increase our rate of attack. Yes, we will have amps that do that as well.
Okay. So another question from SG Jackson. Does WildStar support click or mouse over healing?
Through UI add-ons, you could probably do for single target abilities, you could do a single target click heal.
Okay.
Where it automatically targets the player and then heals them. But a lot of our healing, and this is something we really want to show off, is aiming based. So could you soothe and do some slow aiming there so people can get the gist right there?
This, I think, is a big difference between WildStar and other MMOs, actually, for healing specifically. You know, normally I think the usual thing for healers is, there's a bunch of bars. I'm going to heal those bars. That is my job. In WildStar, you have to move your heals in specific ways. That's not every ability.
Nope, it's not every ability. And like I said, the Esper is the most familiar to your common MMO player.
Sure. But
they do definitely have the freeform targeting. It requires you to aim. It's a lot more beneficial. You're going to find that if you're good at aiming, you're actually able to heal more players than just with the single target heal.
Right.
It's more efficient.
Yeah.
But you're going to have to work together as a team. You know, make sure that people are coordinating themselves.
Yeah, I think another question kind of popped up was, can you switch your aiming to be, click to aim effectively?
We do have an option in there. It allows you to basically auto-aim towards the target. I find that it's, personally, I don't enjoy playing with it because it aims for me, and I find that it's less efficient. Because if I'm trying to aim at Jade here, I'm going to aim directly at Jade.
Right.
That's exactly what the option does.
Sure.
But if someone's standing to just to the left of Jade, and I aim just to the left of Jade, I'm going to hit Jade and that other person. And it's much more efficient for me to do that because both in damaging and healing, if I can hit more targets, that's how I'm being more efficient. And Jade, what's going on here?
I have no idea.
Dude,
I gotta be honest.
I'm going to tell you what's going on
I'm
here.
telling you, they keep pulling way too many. I don't know.
Do I need to take over here?
You might need to, but
Come on. Okay, let's open up your limit action set here.
Wow.
Come on, open it back up. Let's fix you.
I'm
dead, I'm gonna point out that we're making this game.
Yeah.
And like the dudes that actually make these classes are playing the game right now.
I actually have a level 13 Esper
well,
in beta right now.
Most of them, anyway.
I am playing an Esper. Thank you, Jade.
Yeah.
While we're talking about the Esper, and you're not going to die again, are you?
I hope not.
Well, let me point out the pull. You are correct, Jade. They pulled a little bit heavy there.
Yeah.
And maybe what they should have done is had the tank pull like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Let's
that's
take
one
it
pull.
at a time.
That's good.
One at a time, guys.
There we go.
That's-
They're
all right,
playing
nice.
it safe now.
There's only
So-
so much healing you can do.
Yeah. I mean,
So I'm not going to try to distract
you're not a
you too
miracle
much.
worker.
I'm not. Like I said, that's why I lift. I try and carry these guys. I really do.
Dude, do you even lift?
So
try.
he was saying earlier, he used to be in charge of the Esper, right?
Yes, that's right.
And you took over it.
I did.
So can you tell us in the crowd, what have you done to improve the Esper from...
What have I done lately?
Tell us what Hugh did wrong and how you improved it.
Well, I think you're trying to get me into trouble here.
No.
I'll be
You're
honest.
auditioning for Hugh's job right now. He's not here.
Oh,
Hugh left.
I'm trying to take his
He's
job.
focused on tanking.
No, I'll say that Hugh put a great groundwork and made it really easy on me. I mean, the Esper had a vision, and he did a really good job. And so I'm just keeping up the day-to-day for it.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, I've added my own little flavor to it, of course.
Add a little jade.
Yeah, a little jade.
What's your favorite ability?
Oh, man. I'm real partial to Mirage. I think it's a great. I'll actually cast it. You get it loaded up in the beginning. You have a couple fishies right there, and you save it for your team members. It's real great.
So basically what happens there, just to explain, is that he tossed out a little GTAE there, ground target AE. And if Mark needs a little heal, he's going to run over there, back into it, and he consumes that heal.
Yep.
So
you also see I put Phantasmal Armor on him, too. Also a great ability. I mean, the visual effects on it are just insane. Our VFX guys and Anim guys are just amazing.
Dude,
let's do a call out to the
top tier
guys.
Shout out.
Solomon Lee.
Yep. Sully.
Max Mossenbacher. Skip
yep.
Dip Trip.
Yeah.
Eric Hens and the entire animation team have done an amazing job on all these visuals. I mean, just look at all this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, the gameplay is definitely awesome, but when you add in these visuals, it just takes it to a new level.
Yeah. Just look at these lanterns.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh, dude, so we got some need or greed action going on here.
Well, it's a
that's
side blade.
That's a need.
That's definitely a need. I'm not even going to look at the stats, and I know it's a need.
Give me that, and you got it.
Look at that.
Let's go. Let's look at yours. Is it better than what you got?
Where did it go? I don't
It's
know.
one of the pluses.
The bottom right.
There you go.
There you go. Good.
Where are we at?
To the right. Yeah, you had it down. Nope, you had it.
Where?
I don't know. I lost it.
Whatever, bro. We're here for the.
I don't think I got it. I didn't see it,
action right
actually.
now. We can look at the
Agreed.
items later.
I think you're lying to me.
Oh, no. Hugh took it from you.
Hugh took it. There
Oh,
you
Hugh
go.
took it? Oh.
Yeah, Hugh's an
you
Esper,
didn't
so
get
I
it.
didn't get it.
Wow.
Well, everything I said nice about Hugh, I take it back.
Yeah. That's unfortunate.
Can Hugh even hear us?
QQ, bro. Huh?
Can Hugh even hear us?
I don't know if Hugh can hear
He
us.
might watch this back, so.
I mean, he can watch it
better-
later.
Yeah,
Okay.
I better
Yeah.
be a little careful here.
Hugh, you're dead to us. So, what are we doing here? What is the lantern right there?
That's collective will. So that's one of the first finishers you get as a healer.
Okay.
It's a huge group AOE heal. Sorry, there I lost my train of thought.
No, it's dude. I
Throw
understand.
questions out there.
We don't need another death here.
Yeah. So while we're doing this, let's ask some more questions here. We have Ravinzi88. There are a lot of options available for class customization, but will there end up being an optimum selection?
That's a tricky one. I'm going to say no, there will not be an optimum selection for all the time.
Okay.
It depends on the situation you're going into, right? If you're going into this fight, this particular fight right here, this is a boss fight. I don't know if we're going to do it.
I think we are.
We are going to do it. Okay.
So.
For this boss fight, I would want to select, I'm a healer. I'm an Esper. I'd want to build my amps around AoE healing and probably single target healing. Mainly because I think the players, depending on my group, they might be moving around and stuff, and doing my line heal might not be as effective.
Sure.
That might be why Jade's failing right now, is because he's not specking out for Stormdawn right now.
Or it could be. I'd like to point out that
not my
WildStar,
playstyle.
right? And
Yeah.
WildStar has I think a little bit more skill involved which is probably why
So,
Jade.
so you're saying I don't have the skill?
Do you even lift?
I mean, you saw that PvP match earlier, right?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
It was a close one.
It was.
Yeah, I mean,
Was.
if you were,
I think
the
he
BCs,
let-
I think
you
I'm leaving.
would've-
I'm living in the past right now.
I think he let you win. I saw him let up at the end.
Oh,
He wanted you to be the hero.
We'll
you
ask,
know,
we'll ask
why-
Mark later. Yeah, we'll see. Like, did you
So-
fake it?
While we're talking about PvP, what do you think, Jade, about Pappy versus Daddy?
Oh man, I think you know what? I gotta admit, I gotta be Team Frost. I think Pappy's running away from the fight.
Yeah, dude.
I mean,
He's
where's he at today? You know?
He's a
Oh.
champion, not a champion.
So if Pappy and Daddy were in a fight, and Jade and Mark were in a fight, who would be headlining?
Oh, definitely Mark and I for
Okay.
sure.
Headlining,
This
please.
is more like a celebrity fight, right?
Yeah. I mean,
It's just like you're going to see a couple.
it's
dudes
gonna
get out
suck.
there.
You don't want to see
They're
it.
gonna be slapping.
We're gonna get the ratings because I got the skills to pay the bills. In fact.
I think we should talk about this fight though because a lot is going
Sorry.
on.
Yeah. So this is what's crazy. So some of these telegraphs actually follow the player,
Yep.
and that's the crazy thing. Is like these things are staying on you, and you have to leap out at the last minute. You noticed the tank there just didn't quite dash out of the way just in time.
So we did kind of not pay attention to the fight now for a bit there. So what's happening right now is they've actually
Oh, thank you, buddy.
they've posed themselves as a threat to the Invoker. The Invoker's the big guy in the center of the screen here.
Sure.
And he's asked his little buddies to help him out. So they're channeling their energy into him. The longer they channel their energy, the more powerful
You
he
see what I did right there?
Yeah.
That's pro move.
Yeah, he left
He
the
actually
telegraph.
just
on.
dropped the telegraph right back on top of that bell.
Yeah, so if you use that wise enough, and what we do in WildStar is we like to layer stuff on, right? So
Yep.
we have little things that build up over time. So we have these wisps that go around the room. We have
let's
the
give him
telegraphs
another
that follow you,
Yep.
and that we can use against the enemies. But then it gets crazy, right?
Yep. So I'd also say that these little things right here, this is just a level 20 dungeon,
Right.
And we're doing all sorts of cool stuff in this level 20 dungeon. Some of these things aren't required, like him actually dropping it on top of the pel right there. Not really required on
No.
this level 20 version.
Yeah.
When we start changing this as a veteran, which we take this dungeon and we make it a level 50 version, we actually start requiring that.
Yeah, we
So-
just.
yeah,
dude.
a couple things.
Running into it.
So yeah, that's a lot of problems
Oh,
there.
good
That
lord.
wasn't your weapon. Oh man. So you can get stunned here, and if Jade taps F, you can get out of it, or you can just kind of leave it there.
It's freak out gameplay.
Yeah.
So,
Breakout gameplay. So we also have these telegraphs that you have to avoid as well.
Oh.
And the wisp that just hit him in
Yep.
between there, so he didn't aim himself properly.
so pro tip: this should be on a loading screen. When you see red, you don't want to be there, Jade.
Oh, thanks,
yeah.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
Look,
Splash
as a
damage.
healer, sometimes I gotta take one for
You
the
gotta
team.
take one.
Do you?
Well,
Do you though?
that's my excuse.
As a pro, you don't take one for the
Well,
team at all. Just saying.
Oh man, well I just took another one. Merkel might
Man,
die
you,
here.
You see the wisps you need to avoid.
Oh, dude,
those.
keep Mark alive.
Yeah.
Or who's the tank?
That's
Is it-
Mark.
That's,
That's
yeah,
Mark.
Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep him alive, bro.
Okay, tell Mark to stay out of the red.
Oh,
zone.
dude.
Oh man. One day I'll learn how to play.
Oh man. So let's while we're doing this, let's take some more questions here. Swiss halves of ruin. I don't phonetically know if that's possible to say, but Esper looks like less of a mobile class and more of a stationary range class. What defensive cooldowns will they have to survive melee pressure in PvP?
I'll
I mean,
answer
we
that-
just saw
I'll-
that.
I'll
too.
answer that in two ways. Yes, we just saw that. The Esper can actually build two ways. They can build the less mobile way, more where they're like an artillery cannon, right, shooting from a stationary place. Bro tips.
Oh, they want bro tips? Okay.
So-
Don't be terrible. Bro tip number 1. Hopefully, Jade, that's my bro tip to you.
We're not going to forget you, Second Taz. What was his name? Heffenweisen or something? Anyway, you can build two ways, right? You can
Oh,
build the stationary
man.
way,
This is
and your
not
abilities are
looking
going to do a
good.
lot more damage. But they also have mobile builds. You saw like Spectral Frenzy in the duel. Spectral Frenzy, Blade Dance. I'm actually trying to call these by their real names. I actually have my own little names for the visuals. that I actually refer to them.
But Chris just makes up names constantly.
we got Bird Strike, we got Blade Storm,
Yeah.
we got Fist of God. Anyway, some of the defensive cooldowns you're going to have in Esper. Number 1, Phantasmal Swarm. Right click.
Oh, dude.
Oh, we got it,
Dude,
though.
you
We
should
got it.
fill out the survey. Too hard for Jade. That's
Well,
what you should put
here's
in
the
the
thing,
comments.
the screen's real far away. I'm having,
So,
come on, guys.
What are we going to rate?
Oh,
What
man.
are we going to rate? Boss fight. Was that fun?
Look, it was
Was it
great.
fun?
Oh, was
Did
it
you
fun?
die?
Dude, a 5.
Okay.
I had a blast.
You killed him? Difficult.
Did you cheat kill him?
Well, obviously it was. No, we did not.
Did you cheat
No,
kill him?
I definitely
5.
did not
I want
do
a
that.
replay. Because, I mean, it seems
We'll play
like
this. We'll play this back plenty of times. You'll see it.
All right.
Okay.
World first, by the way. I think.
Heffenweisen, I'm not forgetting you. I'm sorry I forgot your name, but I'm not forgetting you. We're going to answer this question.
Yeah.
Defensive cooldowns. Phantasmal Armor. Number 4 here.
Yep.
Puts a nice little set of armor on you, right? This is an absorption shield. It's actually going to absorb all the damage you're taking up to a certain point. It also puts interrupt armor on you. which means you can't be interrupted unless they decrement that interrupt armor, just like we did the creatures earlier.
Right, we talked about that earlier.
Yep.
Yeah.
Another one you have, what is it, spectral mode?
No, I'm spectral form.
Same thing.
You're innate.
Okay, it's innate. Essentially what happens here is you put yourself into a, they want us to go outside and duel, so you go outside and duel. I'm going to keep talking about the defensive cooldowns.
All right.
Spectral form is pretty cool in 2 ways. I'm going to talk to the camera.
As you should.
Okay. Anyway, spectral form has 2 forms, or 2 modes, or 2 reasons you want to use it. The first one is because it's going to make you immune to all damage for a period of time.
Yeah.
How much is it right now? 5 seconds?
Right now it's 5 seconds, correct. Yeah.
Also, you're going to generate a psi point every half second.
Right.
And that's how he really won that fight. He kind of blew it, so that Merkel also let up.
I mean, he had his innate too. I mean, that was an even fight. Come on now.
He knows what he's doing.
He knows what
He's
he's
a
doing.
grown-ass man.
Other defensive cooldowns, I mean, you have Crush, which is going to knock down your enemy. You can get away.
Yeah, you got
have
Shockwave, which is
Shockwave
gonna get
knocks everybody
everyone
back,
away.
snares them.
Mm-hmm.
Restraint, which roots them.
Yep, and you have Projected Spirit as well. Everyone's favorite Rainbow Deer.
Rainbow
It's
Deer.
gonna,
Well, let's
launch
show 'em
you
Rainbow
forward.
Deer.
Rainbow Deer.
We'll throw it on there as soon
Okay.
as soon as
That's
I
the
load
theme
in.
song that I always sing when I hit it.
Yeah.
Rainbow
Actually,
Deer.
there is a song. He was going to hate me for this.
Oh my!
There's
he
a
will
song.
Probably hate
He did
you.
write one. It's
Called
creepy.
Rainbow Deer. It's actually what inspired the ability. And if you all ask for it very, very nicely and very, very loudly on his Twitter, they'll have it on here. I'm sure they had it earlier in the stream. Just ask him for Rainbow Deer, and we're going to pressure him into releasing this to the public.
Yeah, that'll be great.
And perhaps on some future live stream, he'll do a live version for us.
Maybe. Maybe we can sing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's
Sorry,
take
you.
some more questions while we embarrass you.
Oh.
With the percent questing system, how do you handle high levels doing 99% of the damage on the quest mobs? Will it be impossible to finish the quest?
I'm reading this.
You're just going through it again.
With the
Also,
percent questing system,
while you think about that,
how do you handle high
here's a
levels?
question that I got from the community. Does Jade look like Steve-O from
Oh,
Jackass? Yeah, dude. Do you kind of look like that?
Well, he does the hey,
Yeah,
you
dude.
know, come on,
I
guys.
hope somebody photoshops that.
I actually don't understand the question. What does
You
this
don't-
question mean?
Okay, so with the percent questing system,
Okay.
how do you handle high
Oh.
levels doing 99% of the damage for the quest and the mobs? Will it be impossible to finish the quest? Meaning, I'm assuming if you group up with somebody else that is super awesome and they get all the XP or something like that.
Honestly, that's not a good question for me.
Well, you do kind of share it, so it's not like it's just going to that person, and it's not like you'll just be stuck there for 18 years not being able to do it. You will get some of that percentage. It's not like you get 1%. It's going to take you 18 years to do it. I mean, unless you're in a super high level area, in which case you probably have a buddy that got you there anyway. So, kind of ranges. So yeah, we're going to do some dueling.
So you're going to team up with Mark here?
I guess we're gonna do some arenas then. Is that that's what's going on? I think.
Yeah.
Arenas? Or are we just going to do it right here?
Well, we can't do a 2v2 duel.
Oh. They're gonna switch to some Exile characters.
Oh, okay then.
So
that'll be
we'll
fun.
wait right
I
here.
guess I'll
we'll
go
take
ahead
some
and heal
questions
and,
while we wait.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
flex for the camera. You know?
No,
Come on,
none of
come
that,
on.
come on.
Show
So
the
we
muscles.
have Requiem for a Dream, and I read that not phonetically because the E is a 3. That would just be silly if I read it phonetically. But
Can you do
build
that actually? Could you read that? phonetically?
Requiem for a 3 a.m.
Oh, impressive.
Pretty good.
You're
Pretty
welcome. Can you build a racetrack for hoverboards and other mounts where we can have official races? The answer right now is no, unfortunately. But it was something that we were working on, and it might be a post-launch feature, but definitely something that we had thought of originally and had spec'd out. But it's just a matter of what can we get in that is polished and awesome for launch rather than like half polished and meh. So, yep. Tyndall's. I love that name. I'm Tyndall's. Will keyboard turning be an option? I noticed the Warrior stream that QE, normally strafe in MMOs, were abilities.
Definitely an option. You have full control over your key bindings.
Yeah, you can set whatever you want, basically.
Yep.
We also have Iron Chef Wookiee.
Wow, impressive.
You're welcome. Will WildStar have mini pets? And if so, can I have them run around my housing, or even will they be housing only?
I definitely think we have mini pets. Correct me if I'm
Well,
wrong.
I don't think so. We have like battle pets, right? Or effectively these spells that you cast that are pets that do stuff.
But I do not know if they're going to be running around
I don't.
housing.
Yeah, I don't think we have anything that are pets that are running around housing at launch.
All right.
All right.
I think it's time for our two guys to team up.
Wait.
Oh, dude.
Look
Oh,
at
my
you,
God.
You
It's
just got
stalkers, dude. It's stalkers
Oh,
that just.
better turn my PvP
That was
on.
amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Exile stalkers, dude. Look out. Dude, help this guy stay alive.
Is that
And
an
also
Orin and a
kill
more
someone.
dash?
Yeah, man. You got to be careful, man. These
Come
guys
on.
are sneaky.
Are you going to be healing, Merkel?
Stalkers, by the way. Stalkers are. Oof. You got to be careful because they have this nanoskin suit that actually allows them to go invisible. So they are a stealth class, and they also have positional-based attacks. So if they get behind you, they have attacks that hurt you for more damage. Oh, not good.
So can I give a pro tip for avoiding the stalkers?
Bro tip, please?
A bro tip.
Bro
Yeah,
tip.
a
Thank
bro
you.
tip. All right. So one of the cool things about our stealth is that we actually just do a distortion, right? And you can actually, if you're paying attention, you can see that distortion moving towards you. The closer it gets, the more distorted it's going to get.
Yeah.
Also, one of the cool things is this is a very key bro tip. If you're really, really good, you can actually watch the grass as the stalker's moving towards
That's
you.
emergent gameplay right there.
You'll start seeing that grass part. What happened there, Jade?
Oh, dude.
There's
He's
an
staying
arrow
alive.
there.
Come on, 5-point bird strike. Let's do it. Right there.
Well,
not called
I'm
bird
actually
strike.
healing.
Oh my God.
Mental stab, whatever.
So, it's. Oh, man. Oh, dude, you're doing okay. You're doing okay.
Yeah, we're
You got
fine.
them.
We're
Look
fine.
at
We're
that.
fine.
Dude, just take. These guys don't have heals. They're
Yeah.
they're invisible bros. Just take them out.
Wait,
I just want to grab the keyboard.
Dude, you
I don't
know- Oh, dude, you've been tethered. This is crazy too. So
Yep.
you can't go beyond a certain distance when you've been tethered, but you can kill the tether if you want to get out of it sooner.
Which I
and
think
somebody
Mark
just
did.
went into emergency stealth. Ooh, get out of there, dude. Oh man, dude, you better heals.
I got it.
Oh man,
Nice thing about saving up those finishers, you can save them for an emergency.
Oh,
I think we got one
dude.
more.
you got one guy left, I think.
He's got you tethered.
Oh,
Mark
dude,
could hit him.
Mark
All
is
right,
just
well.
beating the crap out of him right there. Well done,
Definitely,
dude. Friendly fire heals right there.
definitely made it.
So that was well done there.
Yeah,
And that was
Good job.
Hey,
Good job.
that was a sneak attack. Those guys just kind of came in out of nowhere. It wasn't planned at all.
definitely was not expecting
That was
that
not. Wow. Well done. So let's take some more questions really quick. Guna91. Due to the Esper's CC abilities, will they be forced into being the group's main CC, or can all classes assist with this?
All classes can assist with this. All classes have access. All classes can access all forms of CC. By level 3 or 4, we actually make sure to include CC. One of the reasons for this is that we actually have lots of telegraphs in the game, right?
Definitely.
And one of our recognized react reward things is that we want the players to actually interrupt that telegraph. If you interrupt the telegraph on a creature, you get a moment of opportunity.
Right.
We like to call them moves.
Wait. You like to call them moos.
Moves, like a cow.
That's weird.
Like daddy.
Like that.
Anyway,
moo.
a moo, or a moment of opportunity, allows you to, basically the creature becomes stunned for about 5 seconds, just stands there and lets you beat the crap out of him. And additionally, while this is happening, he's taking 150% damage.
Right.
Also with Stalker, once we start showing you Stalker, I know we're not showing Stalker today.
Right.
But some of the cool things is that your positionals, you're not limited to just using it when you initiate combat. You can actually move yourself around during these moments of opportunity and exploit those.
And then use it, yeah,
Yep.
definitely. And just as a point too, when I tank in the game, I actually like to have CC abilities on my bar, so that if I'm calling out an interrupt on somebody who has 4 interrupt armor, I like to use 2 of mine to help out the group and use something that generates threat, and it's a good combination.
And a lot of the fights, we actually, like a lot of the dungeon fights, we actually require multiple members of the party to bring CC. Not a single player can't really carry the group in that regard.
Sure. So as much as I would like to take questions and have you guys answer them,
Stay
we
here all
are
day.
out of time, unfortunately.
Wow.
I
Okay, then.
apologize. It was an abrupt ending.
Yeah.
It really was.
But I
It
apologize.
Went quickly.
You have fun?
I did. I had
We
a great
fun
time. It was
today.
nice. It was nice.
Hey, thanks to everybody for checking this out today. We highly appreciate it. Please check us out at @team_WildStar on Twitter or on Twitch here. If you haven't subscribed, for the love of God, what's wrong with you? Subscribe.
Oh, hey.
So check us out on Facebook, every other form of social media. Next week we are revealing the Spell Slinger. So if you are interested in range classes once more, we're going to show you our gunslinging, badass, spell dealing son of a bitch.
Yep.
So get ready for that.
One request before we go.
Yeah, sure.
Can you show us the guns?
Oh,
Dude,
man.
take us to the gun show, Jade.
Well, look at
Come on.
they're not going
Thank
to
you.
fit through
Oh,
there.
look at
but,
that.
You know,
Look at
I'll
that.
do what I can do.
I can't look.
Come on, come on, show them it all.
I can't.
Shirt
I
off,
can't. I
everything.
can't. This shirt's not going to
All
come
right,
off.
we
Is
gotta
it
go.
hot in here?
We gotta go.
Or is it Jade's guns?
Oh man.
Dunno. All right. Well, anyway, thanks for checking us out today, guys. Have a good day. WildStar. Boom.